You're listening to the Tony Conley Morning Show on 1320 WILS, 1320WILS.com. The crash in crude oil prices has led to big shifts in the global economy. Boom or bust. Investing oil can cause pain, but not produce profits until later. Let's learn a little bit more about this from Allan Fine, who's a petroleum expert for 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio. He's an oil and gas financing expert with Crudefunders. Allan, good morning.
Morning, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Now, here in Michigan, I can buy a gallon of gas for $1.92, and that's making a lot of folks happy. When you saw the prices crash like this, what'd you think, and have you seen anything like it?
Well, we saw something similar to this in the 80s, where oil was used as a geopolitical tool, similar to the way it's being used now, that sort of artificially deflated the prices. But to be honest with you, we all see this as a really good opportunity because when the price goes down like this, then so do the lease rates and the labor costs and the rig costs. And so it's an opportunity to drill at a lower price. And if it makes sense at $40 to $50 a barrel, then as the price begins to climb back up, your costs are fixed. And so your return gets that much better over time. And so you have to look at an oil investment as a long-term play. And if you can drill for less, all the better.
What are the negatives, Allan? Because I've been hearing there's so much good. What about the people who invested at the high end of this? So who suffers when oil prices are this cheap?
Well, unfortunately, right now, a big part of the boom that we've seen in our energy industry has been related to the shale, extracting oil from shale. And unfortunately, in order to justify those types of projects, the price of oil needs to be higher. It's a more expensive operation to do that. So, as the price lowers, then they can no longer drill projects like that anymore. And so the areas that could be hardest hit by that are areas where shale plays are very prevalent. That'd be parts of Texas, North Dakota, and so on and so forth. And we've already seen, some housing prices starting to come down. So it can have negative effects on ancillary industries as well.
Allan, do you believe oil has hit bottom yet?
It's tough to say. Basically, what we're seeing now is Saudi Arabia trying to put pressure on other OPEC members and also on the U.S. to curb our production. And the best way for them to do that is if they lower the price of oil by not cutting their production levels, then it makes it hard to justify economically drilling in certain types of areas of our country.
Right.
And so it's just a matter of how long, when will they be satisfied with the amount that they've been able to cut U.S. production by doing what they're doing. Now, that being said, they also rely on oil to fund their own government services, and it's a matter of time before how much longer they can hold out as well.
All right, Allan, you mentioned that this may be a really good time to invest. Is it the perfect time?
We think it's a really good time. And so my company, Crudefunders, we're taking advantage of there's a change in legislation in Texas that allows anyone now to invest in an oil and gas project. And it's only within the state of Texas, but we're very excited as a company because now you're seeing investors who have never been able to invest in a private operation like this now being able to purchase and own a portion of an oil well for, say, $1,000 to $5,000.
If oil goes back up to, say, $100 a barrel, do we double our money?
Well, it's almost an exponential return for every, say, $10 a barrel that the oil price goes back up. Say it costs you $1 million to drill, and the venture returns $5 million at $50 a barrel. You can see at $60 a barrel, $70 or $80 a barrel, how much more the venture returns.
We've been talking with that.
your costs are fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Well, we've been talking with Allan Fine, who's a petroleum expert for 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio. Allan, thanks so much.
Thank you, Tony.
And thank you for listening to the Tony Conley Morning Show on 1320 WILS and 1320WILS.com.